Hello everybody, my name's David. I love building dioramas, especially war dioramas. The first one I want to show you today is my Civil War diorama. It uses a lot of train parts. It's got almost 250 soldiers on it. They're all hand painted. I buy them from various hobby shops throughout the United States. Trees. We've got all the Union soldiers over in this area, and they are fighting all the Confederate soldiers here. It's a Union train, but the Confederates need it. It's towards the end of the war. They're having a tough time, and they need to have supplies, and they need a train. So the battle is for the train. It took almost 2.5 years to build, from conception to a finished product. And well, I guess that's about all I can say. It's just a really, really nice Civil War piece, and someday I hope somebody will just put it in a museum somewhere, and that'll be that. And if we go right underneath it, I've got a World War II diorama, and it's towards the end of the war, and everything's beat up, soldiers are tired, and this was an area of water where they could refill it, and you could see empty barrel drums, oil, water, and what happens here is that the Americans arrived for water just about the time the Germans did. They said, well, let's just have a little peace here for a while. Everybody's taking pictures on the German side. Everybody's taking pictures on the American side. And basically, when it was all over, they just all backed up and went home. But you can say war is hell, but not all the time. Anyway, that's World War II. And then this one over here that we have is the invasion of Malaysia, when the Japanese wanted to take over. They needed their oil fields and refining. And the bridge was built in New York City. It consists of something like 6,000 pieces. Anyway, it was shipped in one piece out to Denver, Colorado, all the way from New York. And it arrived with just a couple little pieces off of it. And well, you can see it is quite detailed. Jungles. We have the Gherkin Soldiers. Let's see, where are the Gherkins? Right here, the ones with the turbans. They were called Gherkins. And the Australians came to help the Gherkins. This was 1939, I believe it was. And so the Australians got involved, and that's kind of where the Australians got involved in World War II. And if we come over here, we've got D-Day. Germans, Americans, they're in country now, a number of miles, trying to break through the last German defenses. And let's see, we've got a couple famous tanks. We've got the Fury tank is right here. These are Tiger tanks. Now let's see, this, yeah, these are both Tigers. Each one of these took approximately 2 years from an idea to finished up. The detail is just as sharp as I can get it. People wounded, people saying prayers over other people. It's kind of a sad statement to war, but it's my statement to war. This bottom one, we'll go back here again. This is the one with the spring, and you can see the water where it comes out here, and it splits on two sides under this barbed wire. So the Germans are enjoying water, the Americans are enjoying water. And they just decided to have a lot of fun. But we have little guards here just in case, people holding hand grenades here and there, just in case there's a problem. We even have a female German soldier back here. I'm not sure how well that worked out, but they did have female German soldiers. And then, this is my ode to Vietnam. We've got the helicopter flying over the battle scene. The Americans are coming in from the right side here, and all the Viet Cong are coming out of, this old building. They've got places down here in these trees. The VC were very good at building tunnels and surprising people. And once again, I tried to make it as real as possible. There are dead soldiers, there's wounded soldiers, there's hand-to-hand combat, there's a lot of things going on the bridge. Americans are trying to get over and the VC's trying to stop them. But as you can see, the helicopter's coming over and it's going to take care of a lot of the VC. And I dedicate this to a dear close friend. His name was Brad, and he flew helicopters 2 missions, or two tours of duty in Vietnam. So when I built this, I thought of my friend. I hope you're enjoying all the dioramas. Well, we still had one more diorama. I almost forgot. It's my tribute to the movie Sin City with Mickey Rourke. All the characters from all the movies, everything, they're all displayed. This particular character right here is me. I'm a part-time disc jockey, and this is my wife Sandy. But other than that, it is all Sin City, except for just a few small little add-ins. But it's very detailed, right down to cigarette butts, glasses, all sorts of different things that you can see going on. We have a big trash can on the side here filled with an old mattress. And this piece here, as anybody who knows Sin City knows that if you press the button, it lights up and jumps all over and electrocutes Mickey Rourke. This one only took about 6 months. It wasn't as hard. The entire building was bought in one piece. I don't know if they're available anymore, but it makes it real easy. Sin City. This particular bomb I made for my wife. In the biker world, my wife is known as Bomber, because the first bike she had, she just plain wrecked it. So she rides with me now, and we call her Bomber. This is my tribute to World War II. Right here it says, "It's over. Enemies no more." They've met at the Siegfried Line. Anybody that knows World War II will know what the Siegfried Line is. It was the last holdout to Berlin. Anyway, we've got the Germans on their side. We've got the Americans on their side. The war is over. Nobody knows what to do. But they're very leery of each other. They're all holding, just in case. We have this guy right over here. He's holding a hand grenade. Got a German sharpshooter up here. He's got a hand grenade. He's got his Luger in hand. So they're not quite sure if it's all for real or not. They're looking at maps, trying to figure out, gee whiz, do we surrender or not? They've got their dogs, their Rottweilers and German Shepherds. And then as you come over here to the American side, I'm happy about the Siegfried Line. It came out quite well. Nothing's going to go over it. Here we have Steve Mcqueen from The Great Escape. Another soldier on a bike. One of the first black Army females. This young lady here has been through war quite badly, but she still looks pretty good. And she's talking to another soldier who is, in fact, somewhat a replica of Steve Mcqueen. I had to have two Steve Mcqueens. And as you come over here, the Americans are just as leery. Hand grenades. The tank commander has got his 45 here. I'm quite happy with the way all my detailing came out. As far as the muddy tracks, you can even see at the back here where I've extended them right out to the edge of the frame. But there's mud everywhere because it was nothing but nice pastures and little grasslands both sides of the Siegfried. But in any sort of rain or muddy conditions, it became almost impassable, as you can see by all the deep tracks. Once again, all the mud that's in here. The detailing on these pieces took me quite a while. I wanted it to be right. Once I had them all detailed, then I put them in place, and then I detailed them all again. But all the helmets have chip marks, and tried to make it look as real as possible, but yet you'll notice in all the dioramas, they may not be just historically perfect, but they sure look good. And I hope you all enjoyed it.